Good evening and welcome to the Proctor Selectboard meeting of November 10th. If you please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The first order of business is to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve. Second.
Any changes, additions?
No.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
We just went black.
Oh,
Okay.
is he joining us on there or no?
No, he wasn't going to,
Oh,
I
okay.
believe.
Okay.
Now he's not there.
Okay. Motion would be in order to approve the October 27th and November 3rd special select board meeting minutes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. There's no one here that's not on the agenda, so for open public comment, and there's no one online.
Nope.
Albert?
No, I was just going to say, can I mention good stuff?
Sure.
And that the Proctor High School hosted the Proctor Elementary School students for Halloween. They had trunk or treat, and they had activities for the kids. And I was outside working in the yard, and I could hear the excitement in the high school students' voices. And then when the elementary students got there, I could hear the excitement of the elementary students. And I tell you, it was heartwarming to see, that going on. So that was
That's
a real good event.
Yeah. Yeah, they've done that for a couple years now.
Yes.
The kids, the high school kids decorate their cars and then they do stuff inside and,
Yeah.
yeah, I think they were hyped up on candy all week
The
too.
trunk or treat. Trunk or treat. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a big thing.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool. The kids were in charge of doing everything, so
Yeah.
they took the high school kids took great ownership in it, so, yeah.
Recording in progress.
All right,
Don't mind
anything
me.
else? Districts are going on tonight for band over at the high school, so that's another exciting piece. All right, the warrants went around, everybody saw those to sign. In your packet, you have copies of the flag, and I'll turn it over to Jaiden and let him walk us through it.
Yeah. Well, I know some of you want to put the seal on the flag, and that's just, it's not a personal thing, but it's just not something you do anymore in flag design. It's really frowned upon now. It used to be very common. I mean, look at the Vermont flag. It's a seal on a bed sheet. But it's just a lot of cities and states now, like you saw in Michigan, are moving away from seals on flags, and I just thought we should do the same. Stick with the original.
What's the reason?
It's because flags are supposed to be, like a kind of more of a simple symbol of like a place. It's supposed to be easy for like a kid to draw it even, and you can't see the words on the Vermont flag from here. You can only see it, right in front of you. And it would be the same with the seals on the flag.
Now, is there anything as far as like if you had a flag and you had the flag that you designed and then the seal on the back of the flag?
On the bottom?
Back?
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Well, I don't understand.
It's like a double-sided flag.
So this would be on one side and this would be on the other?
Yeah, that can work. Some states even do that. Like Oregon has their normal flag on the back is a beaver
Right.
of their seal.
Okay. Albert?
I just want to say thank you, Jaden, for taking the initiative and doing this and bringing it to our
Yeah.
attention. But I need a little bit of an education, so I got to, talk to my other board members in that. When I think of a seal, I think of, official image of a town, and it's used on the official documents of the town. When you look at an ordinance, you see, that to me is the official town seal. And the official seal should be explicit in that it says, the town and municipality. And that says the town of Proctor, and that is our official seal. I don't know if
I
sometime
don't think
in
that's
the
our
past-
official seal.
Okay.
I think that's
No.
the decal they picked when we put it on town trucks.
Okay, because,
That's where that came from. I don't think that has anything to do with being
Yeah, I
an
don't think it
official
was-
seal.
because I
And I
like
don't
that,
think, to me, I think
You
this
can
is
still keep
more
that. That's not replacement.
official seal. I don't think of an official seal saying that. I think of it saying something more like in the Latin, having more history to it. That's just something someone threw on when we
Okay.
put decals on a truck.
well, again, on the trucks, I think of them as decals, but when I look at a municipal document and it has that, to me, that is a seal. I don't know, okay, so that answers my question anyways. Was it ever
I don't
approved?
look at that. I think that that's something when someone started printing stuff up, they designed a
Ever
template.
seals, that is an official document of the town of Proctor.
Yeah, someone designed the template the way they wanted to do it.
They know they were doing a seal.
But that hasn't been in existence for long.
No,
mean,
that's why I asked.
I don't think it has anything to do with being a
Okay,
seal.
so-
I think it
I
has
don't
to
think
do
we-
with somebody's personal preference, probably when they had to submit something on official letterhead, and so they whipped something
Okay,
up.
no.
And
Well,
it's saved on your desktop.
I think it
and-
was from our yard, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
from our yard.
So it
and
wasn't
they-
even from this board, it was from this puny
Yeah.
little volunteer organization
Well, no,
that four
no.
of us that will serve on.
No,
Hey, don't go calling it puny.
but no, okay, I got, that, my answer to the question, that, no, that wasn't official, accepted by the
Yeah.
town, so.
It's on
It-
t-shirts.
Even though it does appear on our official documents, it does look nice.
Yeah, I don't know that there's any, you could leave it on there, you could,
I can
if
start
you
using
adopt.
this on our letter.
If you, yeah, or if you adopted this, you could center that and have it on one side and one on the other. I mean, it doesn't, I don't think there's ever been any official
'cause that-
action taken to say that you need to say that. I mean, let's be honest. When they put the light blue decal on the vehicle, wasn't really
Yeah.
high on that personally, so.
But that is the iconic image of Proctor, and that is a
Sure.
beautiful image of,
Yeah.
the bridge, and
Yeah.
the way it's done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the anniversary of the bridge this year as well, 2025.
Know that.
So, yeah, I don't have any issue with having the bridge on there. I'm not sure, like, for me, if this defines, and maybe it's just on this one. Like, when I look at this, if I'm not from here, I'm not sure this is a marble bridge. Right. Albert?
I was gonna say, I agree with you in that, the ends, the start and beginning are defined. You see it's a bridge. To this, I think of an arch, a building and an arch.
I don't even know what I think. I think of the
But
subway,
it needs a
actually.
definition so you see that it's spanning something and you get
Yeah.
the image that it's a bridge.
I don't know. I like the concept. I guess it's a little too abstract for me, for the bridge. That's my personal.
Well, the details can be put on there, right? Like-
Yeah, of course.
So it would look similar or just like this Town of Proctor one. You could change it.
But look how many, like, I'll refer to it as a logo instead of a flag. But look how many, I mean, if you have any artist capabilities, you would know that a lot of artists, it's like, it's not done so that it looks realistic. That you wouldn't go, oh my God, there's the marble bridge, or there's the park with the gazebo. Artists, it's like a rendition of it, so it's something you look at, and it's slightly abstract, so it's simplified. A lot of logos are simplified, so there's not the details. It's something you could look at. And
Well,
it's
just to
some-
Lisa's point, it's just a matter of perception is what
Right,
you're looking
right.
at. Is if I was to look at that, but then again, I looked at what Lisa had said, so that, yeah, it's the bridge, but if you wanted to or decided to, you could change this to look like that.
I think maybe if it just defined over the arches a little bit to give it I think because it's all the white and it goes into the tree, like on this, I don't know, it just loses it a little bit for me.
What if,
I just think if it went, and on here, this is a bad one anyway, because it's going to be more, it's gonna have a border, right? It wouldn't just be like this, white, 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 right?
It could have a border, yeah.
So for me, it would have to have a border, because I don't like the way, to me, that doesn't look defined, and there's way too much white for me.
what would you like the border to be, a different
Well,
color?
I don't mind, like, the way it looks on here, I don't mind that, the way, but I think it needs to be, I don't know.
Flags don't have borders.
Yeah, would you say the same about the American flag? There's no border on the white there.
Most flags don't have any border.
Well, it's got an edge to it, so you
Yeah,
can
and
see
it's
it.
defined, it has lines that define the lines.
How about
This-
railings on the bridge?
This
I know, that's
is-
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
What if you put the little pillars on the bridge?
Right, that's all you'd have to do.
Oh, up at the top?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
And
kind of
then-
break that white apart a little.
But it's going down here then? It's not
It's
going
here.
up in
It's
this?
here.
Yeah, okay. And then why couldn't this just be all orange up here? Does that have to
Oh.
be white?
It's not white. It's just printed on the thing.
So the top of the orange is the,
It's not white everywhere. All the white on there is just being printed on paper.
okay.
Like the edges, there's no white on the edges.
Okay, that's.
So it's like if we just cut here,
Yeah.
here.
Okay, all right, so then that changes the perception for me. So I like this. And I don't even mind this. Like, to me, it looks more bridgey here than it does here, but that's just me. So whatever people want to do. I can look at it and know what it is.
You would have a better chance showing it to Betsy Ross than this girl.
She would have said orange. What's orange?
I've missed a lot of meetings. How did this come about?
Jaiden brought it to us.
Oh,
I-
was it something that you thought?
Yeah, I attended one meeting and then at the end I just said, "Oh, I have a flag,"
Oh, okay.
and I've had the idea for like 2 years or something. It's just something that I found we needed.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And where would this be flown? In a triangle?
Yeah, it could be.
On a
could be.
pole?
You could make this like those narrow, those kind of banner-esque looking,
Like it could go under the state flag.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could actually make this and have it be double-sided, I guess, and have that be like on the little, I don't know, the little flags that are like in the triangle. I don't know if they're flags.
Like the ones we
They're
cut at
banners.
Christmas time.
Yeah,
Those-
yeah. Like people have them when you
Hangers.
drive down Main Street and things like that. They're like those two-pronged little
Right,
things.
yeah.
We have those like down here. And then, I don't know if you could probably format this somehow so it could be like that, just to be, on one of those flags. You could do one and one in the triangle. There's two of those there. Thoughts, changes, ideas?
I was just gonna ask Jane, how was it that you decided on a pine tree?
It's just a very recognizable like New England symbol.
You know, because when I think of Proctor, I've lived here for 72 years, and I can think of the streets being maple lined, elm lined, or ash lined, and then
Yeah,
I was
not
just
really
wondering if you,
pine.
yeah.
Well, if you remember, right across from right by the bridge, across that stone wall, was a huge tree just like this. That got struck by lightning.
Yeah, well, Riverside Cemetery too had those pines, and they were struck by lightning, but the streets,
You put a little bolt in here, like.
Yeah. So what is the pleasure of the board?
the one thing I would like to see is, the community input, We'll work with Jaiden, come up with some ideas, and rather than just the five of us say that, yes, this is gonna be the town flag, I would like to see it.
I agree fully.
Otherwise, you're gonna get
It's not required.
No,
The board has the right to make.
yeah, I'm sure, you're right, you know, but that's one that,
And how do you want to, what's the proposal to do that? Because you're gonna have to have a time frame. What's the format that you're doing that in? Are you, this is the proposal, are you accepting other proposals? I mean, what?
this isn't the final proposal yet, is that, was he gonna look at changing, you know, something in here?
Right, but instead of having Jaiden do a million alterations, if you're gonna put it out to other people, I'm saying, my question is, putting it out there means what? Means that,
I would say this is what the board would like to adopt for a town flag. Have you any comments? You know, and then,
And
not
how
saying
are
that,
we-
giving them a choice, but just saying,
Okay.
have you any comments? And if the majority the sense seems to be, the response is that, yeah, that's a good idea, that looks good. You know, then we'll say, yeah, okay, we know it's the sense of the community, let's do it.
okay,
Yes.
so once Jaiden, brings back those changes and the board says that's what we want to share out,
Yep,
then what's the time frame that you're sharing it out? Are you taking comments for 2 weeks, 2 months, a month? Well, you
I
gotta
think-
have a time
I think
frame.
you would,
Okay,
I
let's
think you have to just schedule a special select board
Okay.
meeting, put it out there, people can come to the meeting, and then they can vote at that.
yeah, and it'll be
Okay.
posted on our normal sites, right,
Right.
that we're gonna have the
So-
meeting, and you can come in.
Okay, so if that's what we're gonna do, I would suggest, once it comes back, that we do it like a 5:30 special meeting before a regular meeting, and just do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so is everyone in agreement that you want to see changes, or is everybody happy with the way it looks?
Well, I talked to Jaiden for, this one right here shows the bridge.
Yep,
Take out the bridge.
take
So-
out the bridge.
So the first flag, first picture of the 3 or 4 that are shown on the paper, on this paper,
Yep,
would look exactly like that without the bridge inside, so you don't have 2 bridges, you just have the one. So Judy, look at the first flag,
Yep,
see 2 bridges?
no.
oh, cause you see
What do you,
here,
this right here?
this
First
and
flag.
this,
So you got a
yeah.
big bridge, and then you got a little bridge inside the
He's saying
circle.
this.
Oh,
and
inside the tree, okay,
Take that little bridge out,
okay, so take the second flag.
the, no, the first flag. The first flag,
Okay, take the bridge out?
just take the little bridge out and leave it.
Okay.
That would be my suggestion.
So you wanna put the seal on the front of the flag?
And take the Christmas, and take the pine tree out.
No, I would.
Okay,
Then we're just gonna have an orange circle and 3,
Just the
3
little,
humps
oh,
there.
just the little bridge.
Oh, I see what you're saying. There's the little one in the circle and then there's the big
yeah, all
one.
right.
Yeah,
But
take
you
that.
don't want the wording around the tree.
Yeah.
No, that he wants everything, he just wants the bridge out of the first one.
Right, but I thought you said the logo shouldn't go on the flag.
I shouldn't, but if that's the opinion of the board, then.
That's a recommendation, but
So you could actually offer the first one,
Yeah.
the second one, and the first one without the bridge. Those could be the options that you offer out, right?
Sure could.
I'm good with that, yeah. I like all that writing and, it gives it a little meaning, a little definition.
Do you still need the pillars and the bridge?
I think
Not
if
enough.
you, I think if you just would bring those up just a little bit more,
Yeah.
that would define the bridge for me without having the pillars.
Yeah,
It's almost like they're lost in there.
it's a bit too subtle just because of how small it is, but
Yeah,
at the same time, if it's flying, you know, like
yeah,
100 feet away, you can't see it either. So
Probably
it should be raised, yeah.
yeah, but I'll know it's there, so.
So why don't you just have him come back with the first flag minus the little bridge and raise the
The pillars?
lower bridge up, yeah.
Okay. How's that sound? Doable?
Yeah, it's still, you really should not put a seal on a flag, it's, sure.
Well, can you bring, I would say bring the first one without the bridge with the raised up. Bring this one with it raised up. So bring these two both back. Raise up the, I don't know, corner anchors or whatever, and get rid of the little bridge in this one, and then those would be the two. But you could leave the seal the way it is.
I guess I still don't understand the seal thing. Is it some kind of,
I think in his email it talked about it a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
is it like an offensive thing?
No, of course not, but it's just frowned upon, I guess. It's,
By whom?
well, the
Well, there's
NABA
flag rule,
Yeah.
flag
By
etiquette.
etiquette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The, I think it's also like official state policy now that if they're doing a new flag for a state, they can't have a seal, something like that.
In his email here, it has the 5 principles,
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
and so it says no lettering.
Yeah, I look at those as suggestions. All right. Well, we can have what we want.
True.
Okay, so those 2 changes,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
I did really like the suggestion though that it was like maybe the third proposal on the back and then the second proposal on the front as like a double-sided flag.
Yeah, and I
did
think
really like that.
yeah, I think that's still an option, but I just think raising it up is
I will
still-
do that, yeah.
Yeah, and we could still show that because we're only showing one-sided at this point anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Anything else? All right, and do you think you'd come back to the next meeting?
Of course.
Okay. All right, great. Thank you so much, Jaiden.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See, now we think we're artistic because it's really an autist. Thank you.
They think they are.
All right, Rutland Regional appointments for regional emergency committees. So who is that? You and Kevin Blongy?
Kevin, yeah. So I have one here that has to be signed if you approve those 2 unless somebody else wishes to be.
I'll make a motion to have you and Kevin continue.
Second?
Aye.
Give me a minute to write.
If you, Judy, are so inclined to continue,
Sure.
okay?
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, to appoint and sign, right?
Yeah, and I just need you to sign it. I can fill in the top out.
Yeah, I was just dating.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, the next is for Cedar sponsorship for Rutland Regional.
Hello, thank you for having us. I am Olivia Bucksbaum. I'm the Communications and Marketing Manager, and with me is Crispin White.
Member Services and Event Manager.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Nice
you
to
all.
meet you. And we are here to talk about the Rutland Regional Marketing Initiative. It's called Real Rutland. I think you may all be familiar with it, but I can give a little overview again. So this is our initiative to get people to relocate to Rutland County to help fill the jobs that we need filled and have people come and contribute to the community. So we are in year 9 of our 10-year efforts. What comes after 10 years? We don't know, but we'll continue this effort. We have received grants from the state for this program. The state looks to our program as something that should be replicated throughout the state, so we've been helping a lot of other areas create their own programs to help people move to those places as well, to help the overall state. I had come with Lyle last year and we talked about the weekend getaway program. We put a lot of time and effort into that and didn't see as much of a return as we had hoped. One of the families just moved here this month, which is great, but out of the 20-ish families that we brought here, one wasn't enough. So we have started a gift card program where we are buying gift cards to our member businesses and then giving them to people who relocate here. So when they relocate here, it's kind of like here's a package. You just spent a lot of time and money moving here, and now we hope that you'll go support the local businesses and feel more comfortable exploring all of Rutland County. And I'll let members.
And it gives them an opportunity to acclimate themselves to the community. A lot of people, when they move here, they're not sure where to go, where to eat, where to shop. So this gives them an opportunity to visit locations they might not even know about. And we want them to go around the entire county. So we want to make sure that this information is available for them. We're a resource for them, and we give them an opportunity to really enjoy themselves once they get here, because we want to make sure that they understand this is a great place for them to live, work, and play.
So how do you determine what businesses are getting gift cards? And what businesses in Proctor have received that?
We are, right now, most of our businesses will be businesses that are our members. So working right now with Proctor Pittsburgh Country Club for two things. One, to purchase gift cards, but two, to have them field the team to challenge Rutland Country Club in our Real Rutland Feud event at the Paramount Theater in February. And that's a way for them to get up there and really enhance what they're about and share information about this area as well. Karis Reels is a member of ours. I'm working now with Franklin's to see if they want to become a member, because that would be a great location for people who relocate here to go and enjoy a wonderful restaurant. So just trying to work with our members who are in the community and just enhance the awareness about what they're doing and the impact they have in the community.
So I guess, from my perspective, what we've gotten out of this program has been pretty limited. And when I hear that analogy, I feel like we're probably still kind of getting the short end of the stick here in Proctor. Based on that, every year we sit and listen to the spiel. I haven't been incredibly impressed with how Proctor has been represented. I've been less than pleased when you did the scavenger hunt and things like that, and you were sending them to dead businesses, which I didn't understand when there were so many things here in town that they could have been going to. So that was like strike 3 for me. To hear that we've got really one business in town that would be inviting or welcoming, I guess, in that capacity, other than, we have Proctor Gas, body shop and things like that. That Franklin's is now going to have to join to be a participant in that, even though we as a community are, is kind of disappointing to me. Yeah, Proctor Gas, let's say they're a member. You're giving that, what are you giving them a gift card for? $25 worth of propane? I mean, it's
$100.
$100 or $150. So,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
It's a lot more than 25.
Yeah.
so, and how many of those are you giving out? This is just
We're giving out 20 a year is the hope. So we're
to each business that's a member.
So 20 packages, and it'll all depend. How many do we?
Basically, the value of each package to family will be roughly around $1,000. And what we're going to do is work with the families to see what needs they have and fill in those gaps. Because a lot of families might be coming from other parts of the country and they don't understand some of the things that they might need, whether it's snow tires or oil or whatever the case may be. So it's connecting them with those resources that they're going to need.
Wow. Okay. I voted no every year. I'll vote again. I struggle with that explanation when I am in a position in this community and know the number of people that we struggle and help, to think that people that have moved here are receiving this $1,000 or 20 of them $1,000 bonus. I struggle with this and how it helps Proctor, how it forwards Proctor. To me, this is a Killington Forward program that benefits Rutland. I don't see it, how it has, and every year I ask, how are we benefiting? And Lyle has came for a lot of years, and there was a lot of tap dance on custard, and I'm not buying it.
No, that's fine. One thing that I'm doing in my position is making sure that I go around the county to try to see how we can help support local businesses. So that is me going out, meeting with businesses, trying to find out how we can support, help them enhance their awareness, and to do what you're asking. And you mentioned that, there's a lot of people in the community that need support. We're doing those things as well. So what we need to do is work together to try to provide as much support as we can for everybody within the community. And we try to do that on a regular basis. So I'm sorry that you might not see that, but that's something that we definitely do on a day-to-day basis.
No, I've listened for every time you've come, and no one has been able to pinpoint what it is, how Proctor is benefiting from this program. So.
And I was just going to say, Lisa, that I read the minutes from the November 12th, 2024 Select Board meeting. The Select Board requested data points particular to Proctor was one. And then on our meeting on November 25th of 2024, consensus was for better communication from Cedar. Now, we requested data points, and we also wanted better communication. Has that happened in this past year? To that point that Lisa just asked, what have you done for Proctor?
Yeah. I'm going to speak to the communication piece, and that is something that, again, if there are some people who I need to speak to really share information and engage in conversation, that's what we're willing to do. And that's something where I can go run around the streets in Proctor and share information, but if we can connect me with people that I can talk to and really sit down and share how we can offer benefits, I'm willing to do that on a day-to-day basis.
And Caitlin Gates, our concierge coordinator, she can also send data points to you as well. She couldn't be here tonight. But.
So I think it is opening up the conversation and saying who should we be communicating with in order to ease your mind so that we can really share each other's information and really create a relationship that's going to really benefit everyone.
Well, I think this is where it needs to be happening. And this is the only time we see you when you come to ask for money.
So that, in addition to, are there businesses that we should be connecting with? Because again, we are a business and a nonprofit organization, and we are here to support businesses and nonprofits. So if we can connect with some businesses, because you asked what businesses are we supporting as well,
yes,
those are the conversations that we need to have. I can sit here and talk, but if I can talk to some business owners and representatives, then we can sit down and see how we can do more, really.
Well, if you send me a list of who you've been dealing with in Proctor, I can verify if there's any others that you may have missed.
Yeah, definitely. And that would be a great way to start. Is there a list of potential businesses that I can reach out to and schedule meetings with? I mean, that would be ideal. But I can start off with that list for you, definitely. Yeah.
And if we were to pay the dues, and you had somebody like Franklin's or Proctor Gas, Proctor Coal, would they, in addition, pay dues as well as us?
They pay their dues because they're members to the organization. And what we do with that situation is, let me give you an idea. If we have a business, say Franklin wanted to be a member, and membership dues are $500 a year. With this program that we have with the visitor gift cards, I'm going to go back to them and give them back $300 because I will purchase 6 gift cards for $50 each. So their membership is in essence only about $200 for the year. And that's how we're trying to continually support the businesses in the community by providing them with this funding, which helps with the economic development throughout all of our communities, and it hopefully brings people through their doors.
So if you did do something like that with Franklin's, would that be, how do I want to say this? Whether or not the town itself was a member?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Yes, correct.
And what is the amount you're asking for?
We typically ask for $1 per person who lives here.
Mm-hmm. And do you know what that is?
I do not know the exact number off the
Okay.
top of my head.
Okay. Any other questions?
Being new to it, not 100% sure how it works. It sounds like it's trying to be positive, aspect of it, but yet I'm hearing experience here, so I'm in between and maybe I don't understand everything that's going on. I don't know if it's with the residents that,
We incorporate it in the budget and it's voted at town meeting. It's not a separate line item. We just build it into the social services.
No, it is, it's a fee. It's underseated in a line,
But-
in the budget.
Yeah, it's not a separate, article at town meeting.
Oh, no.
It's built
in
into the budget.
It's in the budget.
So it's, roughly like $1,696 or something like that.
we pay that, and then in return, we're looking for you guys to help enhance the businesses.
Exactly.
To come in. I'm guessing.
And that's one piece of it, and then also when people are interested in moving to the area, providing them information with the towns so that they can pick and choose what area might work best for them and their families.
And I will also add, we are a Rutland County organization, and part of this is we hope to bring more nurses in. We hope that no one in Proctor has to go to the hospital for an emergency, but Rutland Regional is there, and we need to have nurses there to help everyone who's in the community. So it's things like that that also, it does benefit Proctor that way.
Right. Indirectly. Okay.
Albert?
Placement of residential, but do you also get involved of possibly looking for placement of businesses in the community?
Yes, we do. Yep. We have a site selection page on our website, and if there are businesses looking for locations and we know that there are vacant buildings in a community, we will help share that information. Because again, we are a chamber, but we're also an economic development organization. And we're looking to bring in businesses as well to help continue to support our communities. And if we know that there's some locations that are sitting empty, we have a lot of them in Rutland, but if there are locations that's sitting empty that could benefit from a new business, we definitely help with that also.
And if people need help connecting with grants, we can help with that, small
Exactly.
business. And then also we have a revolving loan fund.
And this, how many years have we been doing this?
Since the inception.
I'm sorry?
They used to be separate organizations.
Correct.
And so you used to pay twice,
Yeah,
and then
the
they
chamber
decided
and
to
then-
come together. So this is year 9 of this program. So you've been doing it since they started, but even before, when it was 2 separate programs, you still funded both programs.
We continued to do it,
Did.
and we were satisfied apparently. We continued to do it, and then now we're looking for results for a yearly, we're looking for data of what's going on for the year, and that's being provided.
And yes.
Okay, so,
Like, I think if they did the weekend program and someone came and moved and purchased a house in Proctor, we would be notified that that family actually came here and purchased a house here.
Yes.
okay. Well, I would assume over 9 years, there must be some data out there that would show it was either working or it's not. And we're satisfied with it, and we've been paying every year, so something's either changed or something's not gotten better, something's getting worse. I don't know the end result other than, what I'm hearing here, so, I'm on the fence, I don't know which you know, to me, it sounds like it's a positive thing, so, you know, anything helps, anything would help.
I will have Caitlin pull the data and send an email. Who should I have her send it to?
Judy sent it to me.
Perfect.
That may just help, just keep
Yes,
things moving.
absolutely.
Okay, so I think we're looking at the budget, so we'll consider it when, as we look and prepare the budget, we're looking at a section of the budget this evening, and we'll make that decision as we build the budget.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Do you mind if we leave? Is that okay?
Drive careful.
Thank you. You too.
We're not here to torture you.
Yeah, but it won't make them. Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay,
Do you want to put the traffic ordinance ahead of the budget, just because it's quick?
Sure.
Should be quick.
okay.
And I just gave everybody the red line version, just so they know what every change I made, and then I would just, if it's approved, just clean it up.
Okay, so everybody has that?
No.
No,
Traffic
the
ordinance.
traffic ordinance.
We're jumping ahead. So I provided the red line version. Well, every change that was requested by everybody and made, I put in red, so everybody could look at that and decide if that's adequate and if they wish to approve the traffic and parking ordinance.
And just because it is an ordinance, it has to be warned for X amount of time, it's not just like a policy. So. Concerns about the things that are redlined, different items that need to be done?
None here.
Anybody else? Okay.
Speak up.
Any questions about anything?
This would be the final,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll accept all these changes and,
Yeah, so it would be accepting the red line, changes to the ordinance. All right, I'm not hearing any discussion. So I'm guessing that it hits the changes that people wanted? Or people are just tired of it?
we're good. So what do you need, a motion to approve?
A motion to approve with the red line changes.
So motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so next meeting,
I'll have a
so,
clean one so you can sign off on it.
right,
All right, ready to get this one.
right, because it should start with today's date, right?
Well, it's amended as of today.
Yeah,
It won't be adopted till the days have passed that will be warned.
okay.
So it's
But
not,
I mean,
it's not effective today.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, today is the starting of the 60 days to,
No, because I need it signed and then I need to
okay.
put it out there.
Okay, so I would, type it up and then just send us an email. People can come in and sign it so we can get it out there sooner rather than later since we're coming into inclement weather.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. So she'll just send an email and people can drop in. Okay. All right. All right, so the budget, you have the budget folded up in your packet. Maybe not. Maybe that was just mine. I don't know. All right. You wanna start? You wanna walk us through it? What do we
So this
wanna
is just
do?
a first stab at it, kind of going off a lot of the budget from last year. The thing that's really killing us, because the budget, if you notice, if you added up all these percentages, has gone up a great deal. A lot of it is the, insurance costs. And I'm talking, you know, all the insurances, and even the workers' comp and things like that, everything just seems to be going up and up.
So how much did our, insurance go up? I know like ours went up 7%, so did it go up more than that?
Well, we don't have anything from, you're talking medical insurance?
Yeah.
Or, though, actually, medical
league?
didn't go up much.
Oh,
The
okay.
league, we don't have numbers from that, so these are kind of guesstimates.
Okay.
The thing is, when you're doing this, so it's a fiscal 27 year, okay? We're in 25 right now. So,
Or in 26.
we're 26 currently,
Yeah.
the first half of it.
Yeah.
So you're trying to roll out, so you base on salaries, the insurance, everything, you can't base it on who's here now,
Right.
because if people leave,
And so
Our
we,
budget could be-
and that's probably an executive session, conversation we should have.
well, I'm not talking about anybody in particular, I'm just saying in general.
No,
when you're
I
doing the
understand
budget, so it's hard to project, you know, if I have the same 8 people, if I have people who have families and have, you know, so it's hard to project that far out, not knowing what's gonna happen within a year's time. You could, you know, if you budget now for like a single person and all of a sudden you hire someone with a family insurance, it's gonna be 3 times the amount. So, I'm trying to make it so that it's balanced, so you kind of figure, we have a couple singles, some might be replaced by family down the road if certain people were to leave, whatever, and trying to find that happy balance of it.
Judy, what's on the insurance, it says it's got a negative 34%
On the
Or-
first page,
change in percentage.
line 3.
Oh, and the legislate, that's because the budget from when it first started, last year was 10,670, and it's gone, it's much lower. But again, that could go up if I plunk some other people into positions, so.
Okay.
Because insurance things changed over the past year. Somebody's getting a family plan or insurance and all of a sudden they're not taking insurance anymore, then it dropped. So then you kind of try to factor that in.
Office supplies down 50%.
Yeah. I mean, my department hardly purchases any office. We kind of share office supplies,
Chargeable batteries.
but. So I just kind of lowered it from the last.
Okay. So I think the first page looked pretty good.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, is that Department 30, we're good, okay?
Yeah. So the next is Department 31, which is Town Clerk and Treasurer.
The addition of the delinquent tax collection expense, you know, the $2,000.
Uh-huh.
You know, we didn't have any the 2 previous years. What's that for?
The pay they get for collecting on delinquent taxes.
Okay. So it's just
I'm
being
hoping,
added to the
I'm
budget?
hoping that
That's
we
okay.
have tax sales.
So that is an expense for, that's an expense though, so that's
Right.
that's the expense to list for
No, I
delinquent?
believe it's the expense for payout for when you collect. It's expense on the, so when the taxes are collected, there's a fee that's paid. So that becomes an expense. The delinquent tax collector gets a percentage of all taxes collected that are delinquent.
Right, but why would that be a budgetary?
It's
That
gotta
would,
come out of it's an expense to that line item. Gets paid out of there.
Right, but she's so I would have to go back to Albert's original question. She's collected delinquent taxes for the past 2 years. Why wouldn't there be anything?
Well, like a tax sale.
Yeah, but you had tax sales last year.
We haven't had tax
Last
sales.
year before. You did, the house on East Street. And you sold that, you bought, the town
Oh, that
took it, and you sold it, so
I don't know, I'll have to check
I
with
would
her.
ask for clarification on that line.
And then one other one, Lisa, you know, when you look at item 30 on the first page where, you know, childcare contributions, you know, it lists $450 and
That's
it lists.
that's based on salary.
Yeah, right. I'm not questioning the amount, it's just the percentage in that
Let's
it
see
looks
the
nice when
childcare.
on 30 it says
Oh.
0 and on 31 it says up 387%.
It was never budgeted for the last 2 years. And it should have been.
Yeah, well, then how come it doesn't appear as a 450% increase on Department 30?
Because if there's 0 before and then you have money in it, it doesn't calculate it as a percentage.
Now, wait a minute, when I look at the tables, all the tables are populated with, in a similar fashion.
So here it doesn't show an increase or a change, okay?
Right.
But here it shows a 387% increase. Is what he's talking about. See that?
Right. Yeah, and that should actually not, that should be 0.
Yeah, because that, you know, not that it's a big number.
No, yeah, no.
I mean, the 300.
Right.
Yeah, it should just be 0.
Right.
You know, the amount
No, I
that
know.
we're talking about.
And it's hard 'cause there's a
Everywhere
lot-
else, it's 0, Judy, and just,
Right.
you know.
Yeah,
It's
it
just a-
just got translated over.
Yeah.
The formula didn't transfer over there.
And then I just want to bring it up now, you know,
Yeah.
it's going to be brought up in the town manager's report, but the item there, it says town report, you know.
Yep.
There's an increase by 300 to 4,800, and then the town manager's report, I think you talked about bids being around 42 something, 4,300.
What are we, which
I
one
think
are
he's
we
looking
on?
on line 3164, right?
64,
Oh,
yes,
okay,
town
all right,
report.
yeah.
And I assume that's a printing of the town report?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, when we get to our town manager report, you know, it talks about, I'll bring it up when we talk to the town manager, but
Well, you
just.
can, no, you
okay.
can.
You know, the item 1, I received quotes for annual report from, you know, Brayshaw and Repro.
Right.
And that was, Repro was the one you decided on, was 4129.
No, I didn't go, I went with Brayshaw.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that was 3,800.
Right.
And then, you know, then I saw here where, you know, it was being increased to 4,800. You know, I don't know if we could knock that one down a little bit to last year's amount.
Well, they might include the postage in there for
Yeah,
mailing these things.
yeah.
So that's why. And last year, because if you go with them for like 3 years, it keeps going up. So actually the highest this year was 4,200. So I thought, I'm just doing printing costs, but
Okay, yeah.
I can knock that one down.
No, no, no,
Well,
no.
I
just,
would wait and see what a group mailer is,
yeah,
because it
yeah.
used to be
Now,
about,
the line item postage
homes.
and envelopes, that doesn't include postage of the town report.
usually that's a separate, but maybe it does, it's 20, probably not. Postage is expensive
Well, I
when you're
know, I can
mailing out
remember
to
at the
everyone.
Yeah,
town
that's-
meeting, we were talking about $450,
Right,
$500.
and that could just be
for
regular
postage, so-
mailings. They
Yeah,
mail a lot of
I mean, they've
tax
got-
bills, water, sewer
Okay.
bills.
Well, that answers the question, then, that
Yeah,
includes
I would
postage. I
say-
was thinking postage was in that other
Yeah.
I don't
line
think so,
item.
I think
Yeah,
that, yeah. Okay.
That's all I had on item 31, or Department 31.
Okay. So 32, which is listers.
Do you have any questions?
No, I'm good.
And she couldn't be here tonight, so I figured we'd go over it, but then I've sent the budget to her for her numbers.
Okay, so we
And I
might as
haven't
well
gotten them
just,
yet.
just pass on that till we talk to her.
Yeah, just in, okay, yeah. there's
I mean,
no-
a good majority of it is, she's not gonna provide to me, because it's like, you know, the FICA and the childcare contributions and stuff like that.
Well, right, but that's gonna be determined upon what the salary numbers are. or the-
Right,
So, I would say just pass on that till we,
Okay. so next,
Because
Yeah.
there will be questions on that, and so it would be nice if she were here.
and this could still be a funky year because we have reappraisal, so there's gonna be expenditures for things that maybe in a normal year, not so much, right?
right, it shouldn't go up, I mean, they should pretty much be done by then.
Yeah. Okay. Elections.
I have nothing.
So there's just is there a November election next year or no? It's not, is this a biannual? Or no, must not be, if it went down, right?
There's gotta be about, isn't there? Well, no, because the next one is what, 2028?
Yeah. But 26.
So there should be 2020,
There's not one
should be one next year,
for state, right?
right?
Okay. Okay, 34 is professional services. See, I don't know, anyway.
Are you talking about the tax collector
Yeah.
there? Yeah, so I'm wondering, I have to ask her on her other budget, if that's for legal services, but I would
Yeah.
think that would be a different line item. I would think legal services would be separate than expenses for tax.
Well, I didn't know if it was expensed for the delinquent, but
Right.
anyway, maybe it's
I'll
just,
clarify.
things are worded oddly
Well,
in
some
in
of
the
the
lines.
line items
so.
are not, they don't
All right.
match up.
So there's no change on Department 34, it's
Pretty
0%.
much right, yeah.
Elections, no change. Municipal building.
Municipal building on 35, number 44, you had equipment replacement fund, 6,500 this year, so next year it's not gonna go any higher?
It's always a same amount.
It's a contribution of $6,500.
Yeah, every year.
I didn't get it. Fun. You got
Oh, fun. Oh, fun instead of fund. Oh, I get it.
What are you turning into Albert?
I was like,
I know abbreviations.
I didn't raise my hand.
Thank you, Linda.
all right, any questions there? All right, planning and zoning, Department 36.
They just don't spend money, so it's kind of.
All right, well, they're down, so I don't know that there's any conversation to be had for them. I say, good on them. General insurance, that's a 65.52% increase.
And this is something I don't have figures for yet, so I was just guesstimating on these, because I don't get them till like, we pretty much approved the budget by the time I get final numbers, so, but just going off last year's,
Yeah.
and it's really, we're trying to figure it out, I mean, it was really high.
We don't know what the actual,
Property and casualty.
but yeah, so the PNC is that was proposed, what was the actual for this year, or
The 19,000,
the 14?
that was budgeted.
Yeah, so we don't know what the actual is for FY '26?
Well, no, because we're still in it.
Well, I know, but I mean, we had to have gotten a bill, we're half.
Right, but
a
we're halfway
quarter
through,
in.
so I went till the end of July, June, we won't know what we actually paid.
Really?
Yes,
You don't
we
get a
billed
bill,
quarterly.
Well,
but the bill doesn't say, I get billed quarterly too.
It does, but then they give us, credits when they bill us.
Oh. Gotcha. Sorry, Jay, go ahead.
So that number,
Which one?
For PNC, the 25 for
Yep.
fiscally proposed for 27.
Right.
My question would be, was that speculated? And is that insurance from Vermont League of Cities and
Yes.
Towns? Okay, yeah.
I mean, we actually got a bill from them last year, and within 2 weeks got a corrected bill, and it was 40,000 more than the original bill.
Oh, my word.
Because certain things were left off of the schedule, like all the vehicles. So then I got to look to see if those were actually broken up then as by department for different areas and not kept in here. Plus, we pay like for, like the sheriff's department, which we shouldn't pay workers' comp on because that's a contract through them. So that it's not, it's a very, very small portion, but it's still in there. So that wasn't until the middle of December that I actually got a bill from them to know what we actually will pay.
Yeah, it just looks like the 65% just seems like a high number.
It is.
It's high.
Yeah.
Well, I bet that's because last year was budgeted only 14,000 going up the previous year, and then it ended up being 19,000. So again, that department right there won't be finalized really till the middle of December if I get final numbers.
Okay. Transfer station.
That's a pretty pricey service we give.
Well, and that's the thing, like some of these line items, it's like everybody put it in a different line item every year and it's the same thing. It's like those boxes we get for dump day. You know, there's a recycling box, bulky waste box, mineral waste disposer, transfer box. So I've tried to put it under transfer box and I put in dump day, just so that's what we use them for. So, and I did do it because I want people to realize when we vote on, do we do dump day or not, it's costly.
Albert?
I was just gonna say, why would we add the tires back this year? Or for 27, you know, when we added one.
Well, just because I've had people call up and say that people dump tires off at their driveway or by their house, and so we go pick them up.
Okay, so that's the dispose of the,
Yeah.
okay, yep.
Or if they're on the side of the road, like by the bridge or...
And, you know, from our bills that we signed for payment today, I think in there was one for dump day dumpsters, and that was $2,340.
Right.
So that 6,000 seems to be a good figure.
Yeah, because if you do it twice a year.
Yeah, we do it twice a year.
All right, any other questions about the transfer station? Curbside. What do we have? You just signed in blood there, don't you? What kind of oversight do you even have here to make any changes?
You know,
I mean, they just send you what it is, don't they?
yeah.
They do it
So-
by weight. Is it by weight?
Yes.
Right?
Well,
Well, what their charge is by weight
Yeah.
when they pick it up. Yeah.
And that's another, it's kind of tough sometimes because a lot of people have 4 dumpsters, like 2 garbage, and they shouldn't.
I see that.
And so I don't know if the board is willing to say, we're taking them away, because they're the ones that are loaded up every week, and it doesn't seem like a lot, but you start having a lot of households that have duplicates, and they're loaded and loaded and loaded, that weight does go up, so. I mean, the contract said 1 and 1.
Yeah, I think sometimes when people aren't here during certain times of the year, they probably share their garbage
Oh,
from other houses. Is what happens, so.
but yeah, I mean, the contract's 10-year contract.
What year are we in right now?
3 or 4.
All right, well, I mean, I don't really know what we have for oversight there.
I know a lot of towns this past year are starting to do away with,
Curbside?
yeah, opening up their transfer stations and,
Yeah, but what's the offset though for that? I mean, So you're paying this, but twice a year, so for 2 Saturdays, you're paying $6,000. Now factor that into every Saturday.
Right,
Because if you're not, let's say you switch, if you weren't open every Saturday, then people who own property other than residential are gonna end up being the dumpsters. And that happened when we first switched everything over. People don't care if they wanna get rid of stuff, they just dump it on other people's property.
Right.
I mean, it happens now even up at Beaver Pond sometimes, so. I just wonder what the offset is with all the permits and everything and inspections that you have to operate a transfer station.
right. But we have to, I mean, we have to use it every year or we lose it.
Right.
So we have to have a dump day at least. or
But
do
if-
something,
It seems like if you were actively using it, that the inspections just going to the trash meetings are
Right.
much more
right,
frequent.
right. But I mean,
So-
we also wouldn't have 3 dumpsters. We'd have 1 dumpster. That's it. At the for transfer station.
But you'd have to have recyclables too, wouldn't you?
You could, you didn't have to, I don't think, but you would.
But how would you couldn't get out of the contract anyway, so.
Right. Well, I'm just saying
Yeah.
that that's what a lot of other towns are looking into, because it's becoming so outrageous.
But I would think, the price we pay to Casella, that includes, the tonnage and the transportation. Now, if we have our own transfer station, the tonnage is gonna stay the same, probably, on the year. So that expense is gonna be the same, and then they're still gonna have to haul the dumpsters. Somebody's gonna have to haul the dumpsters, so I would think it'll be
A
a
wash.
wash. Or even, we'd have to have somebody down there that we'd have to pay,
Right.
so.
Yeah, I don't know. It does seem like places that operate transfer stations have lots of hiccups. So, I don't know. Which is neither here nor there because we're year 4 or 5 in a 10-year contract. All right, Department 40, which is the highway.
So I will admit, I did beef up the highway department's budget. If there's any department I want to increase, it's the highway.
Well, I have a question on the, diesel, gas and oil. So 25 was 20, budgeted for 18, actual was 9,985. And then 26 was budgeted for 12, and we're going up to 14, 16%.
It's because I usually go up from the year before.
Right, but.
Use a lot of diesel.
We were at 18 for a budget and you're only using 9, not even 10,000.
Right. But I went down.
Yeah. You went up from last year.
I went down from the budget, the previous budget where it was 18,000. We're still lower than that original budget.
Yeah.
So 10,000 is not much off from 14,000, a year and a half out.
Okay.
I mean, I can lower it if you want. It's just,
Well, I don't know, I'm just looking at the bottom line.
Well, I would look at the next line. Why do we think we have such a huge jump in vehicle maintenance and repairs? That's a pretty big jump.
because we spent almost 23,000 this year.
Last year.
This year, well, last year in 2024, 25.
Yeah, but is that but we're getting a new piece of machinery, and I would think maybe that was part of the concern when we saw bills come across.
It's mostly tires. A lot of vehicle maintenance on the trucks.
But to Lisa's point, if you've got new equipment,
We don't have new equipment.
Well, the loader,
Right, but that's not part, the loader's nothing as far as this in terms of the,
it's not part of this.
well, it's in this budget, but it's not like, we didn't spend a lot on maintenance in the loader, put it that way.
But you won't going forward, probably.
Right.
As
Right,
much.
but we also didn't in these previous budgets.
So I think it would be interesting to see what the breakdown is from the previous year. Like, are we buying, so do we buy new tires every single year for each vehicle?
No. I can pull all the slips from all the repairs this past year if you'd
Well,
like.
I just think a printout like we get on warrants would be fine just for that line. Should be a drop down for that, right?
Yep.
Okay, I think that would be good to see. And then for highway repairs, we're gonna see a list of, proposed repairs.
You mean for paving, where we're
Yeah.
gonna do?
Yes,
Well, those are repairs, you want highway improvements.
right, so what are the repairs?
Repairs are when we're filling it with, potholes and things like that.
Okay. So, yeah, paving. And then we put class 2 paving in, is that the grant we're going for again?
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Although we probably won't get it because we don't have really any class 2 roads we're paving.
okay, so we
So
can
do we
take that
need-
off,
Yeah.
cause that's,
Unless we did School Street or,
but even if we got the grant, that's a revenue, that's not, shouldn't be factored into our budget, right?
it's a grant, but if there's any kind of match to it.
Right, but is there a match on class 2?
Sometime, yeah, we put some to cover the cost. I'll take that out. And I did bump up the improvements a lot.
And blades, we have to spend that much money on blades every year?
Now it's sand, salt, and plow blades.
Oh, okay. Okay, I need the little dash, because I think it's salt.
Sand, salt, plow blades.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't make up these line items.
I know, but, so that's why
They
sometimes
should actually be changed because they
they're
don't
hard to
coincide with the.
decipher. Okay. I guess if I was gonna bump anything up, I'd do it for tree removal. I think there's lots of trees that need to be, need to be taken down myself, but,
Well, we're taking 2 down and trimming 2 or 3 others too.
taking 2 down where?
We're taking 1 down up at Maple and Ormsby, and we're taking 1 down on Park Street, and we're trimming another one at Park, I think. We're trimming 1 on a pine and Ormsby, and then I was asked to look at another one today across from the library.
On our property?
It's actually on someone's property. It's that big maple that's dropping, so I don't know if we could trim it over the sidewalk.
On the library side or on the
No,
other?
on the other side.
Okay. I guess also, like, when you drive, like, now, like, there's that, tree, like, next to the cemetery in Treasure's front yard. Like, once, how low, like, it used to be, the town would come through and say, like, to Mrs. Rotoli, you need to, like, trim your tree, cause it hangs out too far, and trucks are hitting
Which
it.
cemetery?
On South Street here.
Okay.
And there seem to be like a few trees through there, or a tree, like, there's even a tree like where up from the pump station there in that little, I don't know if it park
Right,
esque.
that strip.
There's like a weird tree that hangs over, you know.
Okay.
So I just think there are a lot of trees in town that we've, I don't know, kind of poo-pooed, and now they've got to the place where,
Well, if they're not any danger or harm to anybody, then we don't touch them. If there's someone else's tree and they're overhanging the road and they're breaking, or there's a, you know, they're low and there's a danger of some like blooms and stuff, then we will have those trimmed.
Yeah, I guess. I would take onus of that based on the tree you took down up in Chatterton Park, because they said it was dropping dead stuff, but there's a tree that constantly drops dead stuff as you go up Park Street when they did the water project, and it's there.
That's another one that they're doing.
They're taking that down?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Well, I don't think they're taking it down. They might be dead limbing it. Dead wooding it.
What does that mean? Trimming
Just
it?
taking the dead branches off, because the tree's fine. The tree's alive. It's not dying.
No, it's on top of the sewer. All right. I think it's just as much to dink around with them as it is to cut them down when they're constantly falling. And we're paying someone to do that.
Right.
So when we have someone come out and give us an estimate, do we say, how much does it cost to take it down versus trimming it? Because when I have a tree to take down, I say, what is it going to cost me to take it down? What is it going to cost me to have you come in and dead limit?
Well, we meet with them, and our tree warden, along with whoever is giving us quotes, will look at them and
Who's
decide.
the tree warden?
Nick?
Oh.
Who's ever giving us the quotes will decide. Will talk to us too and decide. You know, no, it could probably be dead limbed and stuff like that. Doesn't need to come down because it's a healthy tree.
Okay. I will agree to disagree.
That's fine.
I think that when there are dead limbs in the street multiple days, that it's time for the tree to come down, so.
Well, if they trim it back enough so that the limbs aren't there any longer.
Then why not just cut it down? That doesn't even make any sense to me. We're just gonna dead limit so there's no limbs, but
Well, if they're falling in the road, because then every tree in this town belongs to the owner, and we're not going to be cutting homeowners' trees down for their benefit.
this tree
So
belongs
no,
to
a lot of
the
these people,
town.
no, they're on people's property. So if they dead limit to eliminate what's causing anything falling onto the roadway or walkways, then they'll do that. If it's a real hazard and it's dead, then yeah, we will take it down. Or if it's in our property, we will take
Is
it
it up to
down.
the town or the homeowner?
Well, it should be up to the homeowner if their tree is,
This tree belongs to the town.
Right.
I mean, if people say that it's the town's tree, they're not on town property, they're on people's property, but they're in the right of way, which isn't the same thing. They're in the right of way, yeah, we have the right to go in there and do something, but they're still on somebody else's property, they're not our tree.
No, this tree is on town property.
Well, you can talk to the guys if you want, but
Well, you know how I know it's town property? Because they come and mow the property. So,
well, we do a lot of things that for the favor of other people too, even if it's not our town property, so.
So the last one, highway building.
building.
So garage heat.
Has grown exponentially since '25. Why is that?
So it's gone up $1,000.
It's gone, well, I mean, the budget, it's gone up $1,000, but it was budgeted $1,700 and you spent $34.
Right, and it
So
was
that-
budgeted, so the next year was budgeted 4,000, so now we bumped it up 1,000 to 5,000 because wood has gone up a cord.
And so we're not getting enough when we cut trees, or we're not cutting enough trees?
So if you cut more trees around
We
town,
don't take
Judy.
the wood when we cut trees unless they're in our property. If they're just taken away they're usually taken away.
Well, we used to take it, they used to split it, if people didn't want it.
So garage improvement repair fixtures. Was anything done with that? That's up to help prevent the first one, heat.
Huh?
Any improvements, all right?
Right, that has nothing to do with heat.
It has nothing to do with.
Well-
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the improvements were. Was it siding, windows? Was it better winterizing?
Right, it's anything, yeah, it's just budgeted in there, so improvements need to be made in there. And it's gone down $2,000 since 2025.
So we can buy more wood.
Right. But you got another one that says garage building fund.
Yeah,
That's a
that's a
safety
reserve
fund.
fund.
What's that?
It's a reserve fund. If you see,
So it's
if you see,
$10,000.
and it just keeps going into the, so we're gonna pave outside of there, outside of the highway.
So when you see like at the back of the town report, it'll say like capital improvement, it'll be like highway fund,
Yeah.
restoration,
Marble Bridge Fund.
yeah, things like that. Those are all just like sinking funds where we put a donation, we put in a dedicated amount in every year to build it up, just like the,
Okay, so you got $10,000 in a building fund, and I'm assuming it's.
that's what you put in every
We
year.
we budget 10,000 every year and it keeps accumulating.
So there's more than that in that fund.
Okay,
That's what you put in every year.
okay. So
So
my question is, if $10,000 is going in every year, can something be done to help improve heat? Anything, other than, say, buying wood?
Right, well, we've talked about trying to get a new system in there, like something, but, I mean, that garage is so big and airy, you'd have to, like, put tons of, improvements into it. You know?
I guess.
I mean, new windows, you know,
Right?
I was just gonna say, I think there was an energy audit done, to speak to your point.
Yeah.
Other things, yeah, there was an energy audit done, I think, on this building, and I think
that
on
one.
that one.
What were the results?
I'm not
well,
seeing
the
the
96
report.
pages kind of,
Well, I mean, something can be done. It's no different
just-
than
right.
having a garage, a repair garage. You still heat that, so
Right.
they're essentially the same building. It's like sometimes you use the
Well, it's
oil or
important.
whatever like that. It's all in what kind of system you want to have. And they talked about a while ago, I mean, you talked about it, even when about getting rid of the wood, because if you're buying it, I mean, I don't know. Is it more cost effective to have something else in there? I don't know. I don't know what that
I don't know. I remember
report said.
talking about it last year, and I don't know if anything was reviewed or looked at, and other than the audit, that it would be used, that it's being logged, and at least somehow get, 4 cords of wood split and used, so you're saving money on wood. I don't know. It's just a thought.
well, I mean, if they log now, they're not gonna be using it, so
No,
it's up to budget for this.
right. So even maybe next year, if, we can't get to
Right.
something that maybe you could stash 4 or 5 cords of wood, that might.
I mean, we could have had them cut firewood when we were harvesting on our property. I mean, that's something we do here at the end when you're done with the project. That's what you do.
Hey, we shouldn't be buying,
Huh?
we probably shouldn't be buying wood.
Well, I'm just saying, like, we're harvesting over there. At the end of a harvest project, usually at the end, what you're doing is cleaning up and doing firewood. That's our property. We could have been doing that, and
Right,
they could be putting it away for the following year, so.
right.
It is a lot of money for wood, I think. I don't know. It
Well, if
just-
that's just to, I don't wanna say, call it a Band-Aid, it's just to keep things under control until maybe something else gets looked at, or
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
figure out whether it's.
Well, maybe we should, there's gotta be like 5 pages in that energy audit that tell you like what the bullet points are, like you have a hole in the side of the building, maybe you need to fix, or whatever. I mean, there's usually a summary
Or
page,
it's
right?
a different type of fuel.
Yeah, well, maybe we
Well, I
could,
mean, you need to insulate it, you need new, the whole building to make like a heat pump would be crazy. And
Well,
then if
maybe
you put
we
a
could
furnace
just-
in, the oil is gonna cost more than wood.
Right, right.
Maybe we could just have the summary of the energy audit for that.
Yeah, there gotta be some recommendations.
And just see what it says, and maybe the costs to do that don't make sense, and $5,000 on wood is
Yeah.
the way to go.
Right. Well, I think, I don't know how many cord we just got, but like 10 cord of wood is like $3,600.
So do we go out to bid for wood then, or cause if we're spending $5,000 on wood, we should really be going out to bid, right? Yay or nay?
I don't think we've gone up for bid. I mean, they may have in the past and they're just stuck with the same person.
I mean, it seems like if that's what we're using as, we probably should be bidding that when we're bidding oil and propane, I bet. I would think. I don't know what people's thoughts are.
Yeah, I would think that's,
I mean, it's no different, oil and propane, sometimes we use the same people, we're happy with them. But you still go out for bid, so I don't know. Thoughts, anyone?
It's an opportunity to get the lowest price on the market.
right.
Todd Landon's in town, you'd be happy to get it.
Yeah, I don't
That's where
know.
we get our wood from.
Oh,
We get our wood from him.
Oh, you do?
there you go.
There
Because
you go.
it's good wood. I mean, you
Sure.
can burn it when you get it.
Yeah, yeah, it's dry.
Yeah. It's not
Okay.
green.
All right, so that's first look there. So we'll be looking at the budget a little bit every meeting.
Yep. And next, Lisa will probably come to the next one too. And fire, I asked them to come.
Okay. All right, a motion would be in order to move into the Board of Water Commissioners.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. What do we have? Anything?
Well, I don't know if I put it in my manager's report or not. And I can include this under water and sewer. But, so the last power outage that we had, last week.
Forever and a day.
So the guys had to stay after, once the power was out because of the pump stations, because only a few pump stations have generators. So they had to take the portable generator and go from pump to pump. to
How many,
use it.
so how many pump stations do we have? And how many have generators?
I'd have to go, yeah, I don't have it with me. I think we have 3, 4, 6, probably 9,
9 pump stations?
yeah.
And how many of them have generators?
I believe 4 of them, 5 of them.
And so for the other 4 or 5, they just,
Yeah,
Bounce.
brought the portable, yeah.
and so you like spend 20 minutes at each one? I mean,
I don't know what time they spent, they just were out having to go keep them going.
that would seem like a good investment if we, harvest in Chittenden, right? Because that money can be used in the water department.
And well, most of them are wastewater,
Oh,
most are sewer pumps.
okay. All right, any other questions? Did we have any issues then from the outage? Like, oh, well, I guess that
No.
would be answered, okay. Albert?
Yes, I was just gonna ask about the use of credit cards. Is that a process that's still in the works? You know, for paying the fees for water and sewer?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
and I was gonna ask you guys, because I didn't know if you wanted to start that like January 1 rather than like now.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be just for water and sewer. I believe.
Yep. But the software is in place and the
It's not
hardware?
in place, no,
Okay.
no.
I think
There's no
we-
software, it's just,
The machine.
we got by the machine, it's all online. So it's getting downstairs to,
Is your internet strong enough to support that also?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, I would,
And we've all upgraded our computers too this year, so.
okay. All
You know,
right,
because it's an opportunity through the winter, maybe, you know, it's an option for some of the people to use. And then come spring, we won't have that ballooned
Right,
number.
right.
Would be nice to be able to avoid.
Yeah, and so I think it's a conversation I have to have downstairs, because it's gonna be on them. And not 100%,
Okay. Now,
So
who would
we're
have that
looking for-
conversation with them?
Well, could we have a special meeting and talk about it with them? I mean, rather than you have to be the,
I mean, I mentioned that that's the route you guys wanna go.
well, I'm
So-
just saying, should we have a special meeting while they're here during the day? I know they don't like, I mean, I don't like to come out at night this time of year. Where we can discuss if they have concerns,
Mm-hmm.
what those are, and try to alleviate them with our start date of January 1,
Right.
that's what we'd like to do.
Right. Well, why don't I talk to them and then see how they feel, if they're like, fine. We'll
Okay.
do it, we'll do training, and if not, then I'll have them meet with the board so that they can
Okay.
know that you guys are supportive of it, that it's not just an idea. But, I mean, they're gonna be the ones accepting the payment, so
Right.
it's just having buy-in from them. Which, I mean, they have no choice, in my
Well,
perception.
I guess that's the thing, not to be, but we have oversight of that
Right.
utility.
Right,
So,
yeah. And down the road, who knows, maybe once we do that, then they might switch over to taxes too that way.
yeah. So, is that good? Let Judy chat. If there are issues,
Yeah.
we'll hold a special meeting and meet with the town clerk.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. And I would share with them that that is the board's goal, to start January 1 with
Yeah.
having everything up, ready to go.
Okay, and I've been in communication with the company that
Okay.
we're going through, so.
Yeah, and because particularly with the holidays, if you have to purchase the machine, it might be a good
Right.
idea to start that now. So you don't have some kind of delay. Maybe at the next meeting, if we could just have an update of that you have purchased the machine, or what the delivery
Yep.
time is for that, okay? Anything else for water?
Nope.
Motion would be in order to move out of the Board of Water and into sewer.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, update on sludge removal.
So they're working on removing the rest of the sludge. Apparently there's more sludge in the second lagoon than there was in the first lagoon. They were looking at working around the clock, just to get it done, so before the snow flies. We are meeting, actually, we were supposed to meet Wednesday, but the state, they were still waiting on paperwork from the state, and the state, now the person we were dealing with is retiring, so now they've given someone new the position. So I emailed them the other day and said, we're way behind, we were supposed to have this meeting. I'm free the week of the 17th, so that, we gotta meet that week to do the 90% meeting. And we're scheduled now for the 19th to meet with the state and with our engineers to go over that.
Did we secure the bond financing?
Well, we haven't gotten that yet either. That's
gotten
what,
it.
that's the state, that's one reason we're, I mean, I notified them that we warned it, and there was no objections and nothing, and we
Yeah.
met the criteria, so we got their blessings, so we should be good to go.
So are they currently now working around the clock to remove the sludge?
They thought they were gonna start working this week doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, tonight's gonna be 25, that's gonna be pretty cold, moving that water. It's probably gonna be iced.
Yeah. Yeah, at least
Yeah,
I
they've
won't
had
get
a-
to smell
A few hiccups
Yeah.
along the way, so,
it. Okay. Anything else?
nope.
All right, a motion would be in order to move out of the sewer and into the regular select board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Sheriff Department report. Anything on that? The last one, you weren't here, Judy, but it said on the last one, it says in the minutes, I think, that there was no fine, but it did show in the report that there actually was a fine for
Yeah, I saw
105.
that.
Okay.
I saw that too. Cause I went back through and I did see where it was charged, but they put nothing, so.
Yeah, so we weren't sure if that was ours or if that was a mistake, and, you know, cause it's weird how it goes like so high
Yeah.
to like nothing.
Yeah,
So one of them was here when we were, when Powell was out, I've gotta say.
yeah, he was, yeah. They said he was patrolling around town,
Yeah, yeah.
which is good. It was
Yeah.
pitch black in town, so.
Well, the moon was so bright, it was like,
Yeah.
it was like a weird kind of night
It was
to lose
eerie.
it. Because when you looked out, it was like, wait, is that street light on? Because it was so
Yeah, it was
bright.
like-
I did reach out to them about 61 Main Street, because they've been on the reports lately and Have been hearing things about it. So
Yeah.
I want to know. So one of the charges, because they had put a lot of hours in, and one of them did a drive-by, I guess, and saw a window open up there. So they can't go in and inspect a building without another officer. There has to be at least 2 officers. Usually they're like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
So they went in and went through the entire building and found nothing.
good.
But I said that I'm having trouble with the owner. They don't get back to me. They don't respond to anything. And so they gave me the name of a property manager that they have now. So I'm going to contact him. And then he said if we have issues, the sheriff's department is saying this, if I have issues, to let them know and we'll work something out.
So they have the name of the property manager for up there, or, oh,
Yeah, because they change quite often, the property manager. I have one that's in New York that usually got back to me, but she hasn't. I don't know if she's there anymore.
yeah, because then I think it would be helpful. The sidewalk thing's got to be cleaned up. It's got to be figured out, and either we're going to figure it out and put a lien on their property. But it's just, in my opinion, it's gone on far too long, and we've tried to be kind. We've reached out to them. You gave them people that were an option to speak to. People came out and looked at it, and it's time for them to fix it, or we fix it and put a lien on the property.
Oh, I know.
Because it's just, of all places for it to be, downtown here, I
Yeah.
think is like ridiculous. And it just like right now, I mean, maybe you don't notice as much, but it's ridiculous.
Oh, I know. It's frustrating though, because it's not cheap.
No.
It's going to cost a lot, and we're not going to get a dime on it.
Yeah.
Unless they sell the property. So.
But at the same point, I guess we have to look at it as an investment back into ourselves, that we're fixing it and making it better down here for people when they come and look at property, because there may be other property that comes up
Right.
down here, that it doesn't look like everything's kind of falling apart, and when it is, we just like put up some kind of,
Yeah, Band-Aid.
yeah, that's my thought. I don't know. And I know when they came before, they said about putting a net, and it was a whole thing, but
Right.
it's not going to get any better.
Oh, I know.
And it really does just look like crap over there, I think, when you drive
The
by.
whole center downtown there.
Well, I mean, the fact that you paved, they next door helped to put up the lights, and then you've got yahoos that, we can't even use a portion of the sidewalk, so. In of all places in your downtown area, I just think it's horseradish, but it might just be me. All right, managers report.
All right, so we talked about the annual report already for the quote, so I'm gonna start working on the annual report. Went out for 3 bids on the trees. I'm waiting for the 3rd one. We're gonna have those done shortly. Had the furnace cleaned at the skating rink and the heat pump checked. Furnace is in good shape actually, so that's a good thing. Sent photos into Progressive Insurance for the accident on East Street. Reached out to Johnson Marble for a quote, and looking into a new framework for a new sign. So he originally said that he would donate the sign to us and work with Wilson's to etch it. So originally when I reached out, I sent him the photo of the original sign. Since then, I've had people reach out about putting more signs up, like at this entrance of West Street, other things. So I told him we're trying to get the insurance company to pay for it, for the damage to the grounds as well. So I haven't heard anything back from them.
Well, when you say insurance, you're talking our insurance or
Their insurance.
person? who
The person,
did it?
the person who hit
Right.
the sign. Mentioned we're meeting next week with the engineer and state on the sludge removal. We ordered 4 loads of salt for winter. I also got some more sand. We've done pretty good with sand. We haven't purchased it for like 2 years. And then I said the email I sent for 61 Main, so kind of reiterated what I just told you.
Judy, was there anything on the camera that you guys had a problem?
No, we fixed it. He got it fixed.
You all set?
I think it is, I think at times we don't have a good strong Wi-Fi connection from here to there, so kind of hiccups, but it's been working.
Where's your router downstairs? For the Wi-Fi?
Maybe get a booster or something,
Yeah.
Have what?
a booster on it or
Be downstairs where.
So
in
there's
there,
a booster
yeah.
up here?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, these walls are pretty, I mean, like, even I have to have a booster at the library to get
Right.
to my office,
Yeah.
because sometimes just the brick and the makeup of it is just enough that it,
When we got the part, then all of a sudden it gave us like, I think it was like 2 weeks time to like record and all that. And then all of a sudden they said, oh, you need to purchase a plan.
oh, to hold it.
So we tried purchasing a plan through when we owned it. Well, apparently it canceled our credit card because it said, oh, we don't know these people, it's overseas. And we tried a couple times, so they canceled our credit card. So then now we're waiting for a new credit card to come. So Kyle went out and got a disc, and we can insert that, so that will record, and we can actually just pull that out if we need to. But he can actually follow it and see it, and so can I.
Oh, you can't just save it to, you can't just do it like to the cloud? Like Ring
No,
does?
not without the package deal, like
Yeah.
a program to do it. And that's where it got messed up, so we said,
Oh.
forget it.
Yeah, 'cause
The joys of buying off Amazon.
Yeah. All right, anything else? Any directions about the budget as Judy works on that and prepares that? Any thoughts? Other than don't spend more money?
yeah.
No, that's a starting point, is always keeping the same level of service, right?
Level fund?
I mean,
Well, and the reason I beefed up the paving, because that's what we get complaints about the most.
Sure.
The roads being in terrible conditions, and we also have to start repairing sidewalks.
Yeah. So if the next meeting we could have a list, I think it would be good to have that.
Of the streets that need it, yes, that.
Yeah, just to know what
Give us
those
an
are.
idea about, are we in the ballpark with,
Well, just, yeah, and just so we have an idea what it is we're looking at, so, because you have done quite a few, I mean, and big swatches, like, of, like Florence and Beaver Pond and Gorham
Yeah.
Bridge and,
I know, we've done like all the entrances to town, but I think the internal roads of the town are really in tough shape.
yeah.
And definitely like up
South
on
Street
Olympus.
Extension? That's a scary
Yeah, that's one,
What is
that's,
it?
South Street Extension, that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's bad.
that's one that's on the list, but it's like,
That's
The
a
traffic.
huge.
it's a big road with few people.
Yeah.
That's all, I mean, it's, and then we have other streets that have a lot of people on it that are just in rough shape. I mean, Olympus, and the sidewalk up there is horrible. It's, even South Street, terrible, the sidewalk. So,
Yeah.
But there seems to be grant money, for sidewalks. I don't know if there still is, but.
yeah, there
That
is.
mailings we get from Vermont League of Cities and Towns, lots of times they're talking about sidewalks.
Right.
I
Unfortunately-
never go to their sites to see what they're talking
Right.
about, but.
And there are, it's just like the sidewalk we put up, if we could have budgeted for it, would have cost us half of what it cost
I
us,
know it.
But,
Yeah. All right. A motion would be in order to adjourn at 7:44.
So moved?
Second.
All those in favor?
All right.
Aye.
We are adjourned.